Dave, when you look at Dustin May's outing, it seemed like he settled in, was kind of cruising along till that last inning of work. What do you think just kind of shifted for him there?
Yeah, I think it was the third and fourth inning I thought were the best innings that he had. Got into a good rhythm, strikeouts, and then that fifth inning I think it was the base hit, and then the Anthony fly ball hits off the wall, gets to third base, and then it just sort of kind of opened up a little bit on him. Bregman, I think it was a breaking ball that was just middle, and then the homer right there. But it was a fly ball to left field, and then the Bregman. I think that's the pitch we probably want back. But I think in totality, he threw the baseball well. The line score doesn't show that, but there weren't any walks. I like the strikeouts, and he had enough pitch to keep going. But I just felt right there that was enough for him, though.
You mentioned just the home run was the difference of this game, but when you look on the offensive side for you guys, there was opportunities. What do you think just was kind of missing to get the guys home, though?
Well, I thought we had some good at bats. We had Walker on the ropes a couple times, and then couldn't get the big hit. And then even when Chapman went out, first and second base, nobody out, couldn't score there. So we had some opportunities to cash in today, and we just couldn't get that hit.
Was that the most frustrating part of today? You guys left 9 men on base the first 6 innings. Walker walks 5 guys. Do you feel like the third and fourth innings were your best chance to break the game open?
Yeah, and really to come away with nothing there in those situations was tough, and it's hard to win when you're playing against a team that's fighting, and you get opportunities you can't take advantage of them. But like I said, we created opportunities, which is good, but we just couldn't finish off innings today.
As a manager, how frustrating is it where he walks in a runner and Andy swings at the first pitch?
Well, I think it was a pitch that he was hunting, and he just didn't square it up. So I think for me, it's you're more frustrated if he's going to go out there and chase and somewhere soft contact out of the zone. But he was hunting up, took a swing on it, and then just mishit it.
What are your immediate takeaways from the series on the whole?
Immediate takeaways, for us, we've got to just play better baseball. I think, we're still trying to find our way with the bats. Those guys they wanted this series. You could tell by the emotion that they had. We've got to just regroup and, try to win a series in Cincinnati.
On the Anthony triple, is that just lack of familiarity with the wall for Michael, or is that play that he should have had a better read on?
I think he just caught himself too deep, too close to the wall, and there's certainly an art to playing the wall. I don't know how much time he's played off the wall, but it's a skill. Knowing when to retreat, give yourself that space. Where it hits off the wall, how hard it might hit off the wall, depending on where it hits. So those are things that it turned a double into a triple right there.
Getting doubled off, is that just hat tip to Rafaela, or is that just a late read for Kim sort of freezing on the ball?
It's a good hat tip to Rafaela, certainly. I thought Teo had a good at bat right there. But you got to know where the defenders are at, line drive, and you got to kind of hold right there. But again, I didn't look at the replay yet as far as how quickly he reacted, but Rafaela certainly made a good play.
Dave, you've been here a couple of times with a few different teams. Was this more of a challenge for your center fielder and left fielders with the wall and your base runners than you remember in recent times?
It's been a couple years since we've been here, so I can't really piece it all together. But, they certainly took advantage of, balls high off the wall, running, and we didn't take any extra bases off the wall because obviously they played it well. There's that play last night that I think Andy lost track of where the wall was at, off the Kershaw throw. So just things like that. But it's the home field advantage, and this is one of those ballparks that, with the quirkiness, has probably the most home field advantage.
We've talked a lot about Conforto offensively this season. Do you think he's starting to find his stride more recently?
I think so. I think that if you look at the last few weeks, the quality of contact, and today certainly hitting a homer, getting a couple more hits after that, the walk, it seems like he's seeing the baseball well, and I do. I think that there's a lot of hard contact outs that have been out there for him. So hopefully he's turned a corner.
Dustin, when you look at this outing, it was almost like you settled in, you were excellent there in the middle of your outing, and then that back end, they really just got you on the long ball. How would you kind of just assess how things went for you?
Yeah, I felt good in the middle part. Definitely in the fifth inning, just left too much stuff, just like over the middle, not quality strikes.
How did you find just your fastball command in this one? Because, I mean, everyone kind of watching it seemed like it was in a really good spot.
Yeah, no, I felt good. Mechanics were in a good spot. I just didn't execute in the fifth.
How tough is it to pitch with the wall right there? I mean, that fly ball that Anthony hit is usually an out in any other ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to play in the ballpark. Got to know, like, you can't allow that stuff. It's just part of the game.
Just trying to locate that more low and away than where it went up.
Yeah, really anywhere but middle. It just wasn't executed.
Has this kind of felt like a recurring theme this year, where like you go through stretches where it's kind of clicking, and then in a couple of these starts where it's just like a crooked number on the scoreboard kind of makes it maybe look worse, and you kind of feel like you're throwing?
Yeah, I feel like it's been like that for a lot of my outings. I feel like I get to a good spot, and then it's just I can't get through one inning, and one inning blow up. It's not a fun feeling, but I know that there's good stuff in there. It's just a matter of eliminating the one.
About like you're kind of pitching for your spot in the rotation. Like, how much have you kind of acknowledged that or felt that as you're on it there?
Do you obviously the result wasn't what you wanted, but facing Bregman in that spot, were you upset at yourself for the pitch meet or the execution of the pitch?
As I said earlier, the execution.
You've obviously spent a lot of time here. Just can you talk about what it's like for you to return back to a place where you started your career?
I mean, it's cool seeing all the people and whatnot. Obviously, Fenway's a very special place and has a very special place in my heart. So it's always, cool to come back and see all the changes and whatnot. But I'm very happy with where I am now in LA. I love my life now, but there is a space for me to appreciate this and where I've come from.
When you look at just how kind of these games have gone, whether in this series or even before, with today, there's opportunities, but what do you think was just kind of limiting bringing some guys home in situations in which you probably more usually would have been able to?
I mean, my answer is going to be pretty similar to yours. We just didn't get hits. I mean, I don't think there's any magic formula to it other than just hitting the ball and making it find grass.
Where are you at right now, Mookie? Obviously, we know you had to be away for personal reasons. Coming back in the middle of the game yesterday, where are you at with everything as far as getting back to playing baseball?
I'm good. That's my bad. I'm good. I just had to, like you said, go home and take care of some stuff at home and be with my mom for a little bit. But other than that, I'm fine. Just I would like to play better baseball, but we'll see.
Are you comfortable sharing why you were away from the team?
Yeah, my stepdad passed, so I needed to go home, be with my mom, somebody that's been there in my life from 4th grade until now, and so that was it was tough for me and the fam, but I just needed to be there for my mom and my brothers and sisters, so it's just a tough time, and there's no real way to really explain something like that outside of just being there and spending time with the fam.